to have him on board?
Yeah, it's fantastic for Trey and for, as was mentioned earlier in Trey's interview, the aesthetics of him being a jack jumper to all the young kids around the state that are in programs now. I think they can look, and as they did with Sire, that there is a pathway there. Obviously, professional environment, you've got to have the talents to get into that environment, and he's certainly got that. And I know he'll put his best foot forward. But it's great for him, it's great for his family, and it's great for the state programs that he has come through. Right, that stamps that basketball is the #1 sport in Tasmania.
Must be a pretty proud moment for coaches like yourself who've dealt a lot with him in the past, to see him go through year after year and just make those little steps, and here he is today. And just talk us through, I guess, how big a moment that is for guys like yourself who've helped coach him through to this level.
Yeah, I think we'll probably talk on behalf of all coaches that are involved in the junior space here in Tasmania and around the country, but specifically here in Tassie, that you get to influence someone's career, especially over a longer period of time, as it was with Trey's in the junior space. And I think all coaches that have coached Trey and Sire, for that matter, over their time in the Tasmanian junior development programs, feel a sense of connection, and they should be very proud of it. Majority of them are volunteer coaches that put their time in, and to have like a little stamp at the end and they sit and watch a Jack Jumpers game and they see Trey there, it's very rewarding. And I think that's part of the rewarding part of coaching. You get to influence somebody's pathway and their life as a young kid, and now he's a young adult, and he's going to have to stand on his own 2 feet a little bit now, and he'll do that. But as we've done with all DPs and our players, we'll support them and their dreams and goals, as well as what the dreams and goals are of the Jack Jumpers program.
How long have you known him for? And just talk us through, like, when you sort of maybe knew, like, this kid's got the attitude and the ability and the whole package to maybe make something of the game.
Probably when he was born, because I coached his father. I coached his father and his uncle for over a couple of hundred SCABL games, which is now the NBL 1. So I knew that he was going to be. He didn't have much choice. He was going to be a basketball player. But probably really started to blossom at under 14s was probably the time that he started to grow into this gangly, really uncoordinated young kid, and went away to under 14 nationals and did really well. But he loves the game and has a great passion for it, and he knows his strengths and weaknesses, and I think that's a good strength of any basketball player, and he'll maximise his strengths, no doubt.
What are those strengths that you think he'd bring to the table?
I think he's got a great body for NBL. He's a good size. He's 6'5". He's very, very strong. He's a very good shooter, and he has very good IQ. So they're two good facets of the game that he's really got to tap into. And then he knows his weaknesses, and they're the things he's got to A, try and improve, and B, stay away from. Because part of being a professional basketball player is maximising what you're good at and staying away from what you're not. And that's what you've got to be able to bring to the team and contribute, and he's got good awareness of that.
I guess in terms of the Northwest Thunder, he's probably obviously one of the go-to guys in that team. Is that a good learning environment to learn how to take over a team and then step up into that next environment where you're trying to earn your way a bit?
Yeah, I think the greatest thing about NBL 1 for someone like Trey and a lot of other athletes that have come back from college, it's just such a different game. So the college basketball game is almost like a different game in itself. You come back into NBL 1, it's not dissimilar to the NBL. It's a more international style of basketball, and that takes some time to adapt to. You can get put in a very, very narrow, restricted role when you're in college, and to come back and for him to have a more expanded role with the Thunder, as you would expect with his talent level, I think it'll be a good transition for him. Even though when you go into the pro environment again, it'll change again, but it's just NBL 1 and NBL are a lot more synergy than there is college to NBL.
Shawnee Max obviously showing what can be achieved as a DP with getting plenty of court time. I suppose does that give Trey confidence that that's what the Jack Jumpers program can do for a young athlete who comes through the DP system?
Yeah, I think from a DP standpoint, it's been well documented that Sean's growth, has been very steep. But if you're behind the scenes and you see the work that Sean puts in with all the coaching staff, it just shows that there is a great pathway for our DP players. And, you know, Trey will definitely get his opportunity. He's going to put his best foot forward, as Scott expects of every player and has proven over the 2 years as a coach. If you'll do the work, there's no question about that, but you've got to perform at practice and you've got to build trust. And if you can do that, then you'll get your opportunity, as Shawnee Mack has. And, you know, for him to go out and play, 23, 24 minutes in a semi-final series against New Zealand, is just a testament to the trust that he has built and shown that you can do it from the DP spot.